Blashill, can you give us an update on Mitchell Stevens and maybe a prognosis as to when he might be back and what you missed without him?
He's going, as I said, I think the other night, I mean, he'll miss some time here. I don't know how much time. He's going to see a specialist tomorrow. I don't know that I'll have an exact timeline then either, but he's going to miss some time. Obviously, he was put on the IR, but so he'll be out for a bit. He brings speed and energy, I thought, on a pretty consistent basis. He's had nights where he's been good on the right side on the face-off circle. I also think, Carter Rowney's been a guy who hasn't played a ton, but has played pretty well when he's played and gotten better and better and better. I think from the preseason till now, he's just gotten better and better and better. He's a guy who can win face-offs on the right. So, I think we're in position to be able to, hopefully utilize the depth to replace him. Again, I think Joe had moments of playing real good hockey. I think Joe's a good transporter from one end to the next, so that's important. I think Joe's got some physical tools. He can beat you one-on-one. He can shoot the puck, and I think he's accountable defensively. So we just need him to be a good player for us, all 200 feet. Joe? Well, I don't want to peg him one way or the other, yet. I think he's too young in his development to say what his ceiling is going to be, but I do think he's a guy who can come in and play in those types of third and fourth line role type minutes, because I think he's accountable defensively. He knows how to manage the game. He knows how to manage risk. And when he's done that, he's been really good. So I certainly wouldn't put a ceiling at all on him. But he's going to get a chance to get back in the lineup here, and every time you get in, you got to show that you can help us win hockey games. Yeah. No, that's a good question. It's I talked to the guys about it today because we met again today, and we probably have more team meetings than maybe we normally would, because of the fact that we chose not to practice in the last little bit, and we made that choice based on energy levels and trying to make sure that you're always on a balance in the National Hockey League between making sure your guys have enough energy, making sure they have great legs, and making sure their habits are great and our systematic play is great. And so from a habit and systematic play standpoint, we're trying to handle that on video right now while we're in this kind of grind part of the schedule where there's game every other night and a decent amount of travel. So we'll hopefully we can learn from the video and apply it on the ice. Well, I didn't know, like every team, I think every year is a new year, and there's obviously been some pieces. So they have some different pieces in, but they have a lot of good players. And certainly, Zach Werenski's somebody who I've had a ton of respect for a long, long time. But they've moved some other D in that are good players for sure, in Boquist and Bean. I think they've got two really good goalies, and that's a great place to start. And I think they're playing really good hockey. They're well coached. They do a good job of putting you on your heels at times, and when they have the puck in the O-zone or in transition, they're a really, really good team. And so I think when we're at our best, we're making the other team defend. So it'll be a battle to see who makes who defend tonight. Oh. Yeah, he's trying to work through the injury and see if he can not have to take significant time off. If he chooses either of the other routes, he's going to have to take significant time off. So, the fact he's out there is a good sign. I think the big step would be shooting. So we'll see.
We'll continue on Zoom with Bob Duff.
Jeff Stevens was second among your forwards in shorthanded ice time per game. Just wondering how you see making that time up, and do you see Veleno contributing in that role at all?
I think, I don't know tonight if he'll contribute in that role, but eventually he will. I think Joe's a good penalty killer. So he's definitely somebody who could fill some of those minutes. Carter Rowney's another guy who could fill some of those minutes. Probably Adam Ernie's another guy that could fill some of those minutes. So, Stevens had done a good job for us in the kill. Him and Gagne had some real good chemistry together, I thought. And so it was unfortunate, but this is the NHL and this is hockey and you got to work through injuries. So I do think we have guys that are very, very capable of going in and doing a real good job. And Joe's one of them.
Thank you.
All right. Those are all the questions we had for Coach Blashill this morning. Thanks everyone for joining us.